Sit be there. Oh, are we ready?
Okay, so sorry, computer glitch. Now we have volume. Let's check and make sure.
I sound a lot smarter when there is no volume.
Okay.
See what I mean?
But anyway, we got the volume now because see that little thing over there?
Yeah.
We got volume. So, baby,
You
this is an
lied.
endorsement coming from my husband. I did not pressure him. I did not advise him. He feels the need, so have at it.
As you notice, these scars weren't from her beating me. For that. For this anyway. Anyway, this is Redneck Reckoning here, telling you that shit is not what it should be in North Dakota. I know everybody says, oh, North Dakota nice. Are you kidding me? North Dakota nice. There's a hell of lots of nice people in this state. And there's not a whole bunch of assholes, but I got to sit there and say the simple fact is most of the assholes are probably politicians or media people. Or, well, there's a whole bunch of possibilities, but most of you guys are pretty damn good. One thing I got to say is, okay, getting back to the idea of the podcast is here. Basically, in North Dakota, we have two commissions that are supposedly set up to help North Dakota staying honest. We have, of course, the new one is taken off of Eli Musk and Donald Trump stuff, the Doge of North Dakota. Now, I don't want to say the Doge of Elon was anything spectacular, but it did have the right attitude, and I think they tried. In North Dakota here, we got absolutely nothing. I mean, why? Because it's starting off with this. Kathy Hogan, Democrat, no difference between Democrat and Republican are the same things. As I always say, it is a professional wrestling match. Everybody's pretending to hate each other. Everybody's supporting each other. Okay, getting back to where we should be. Uh, Kathy Hogan just recently said about one of the commissions that are supposed to save us is she goes, I don't see any problems that are happening here. And if we ever do have any problems, we will talk to them and discuss things. So basically, if there is any, according to Doge, any problems, they're going to sit there and they're going to tell you, the people that are doing the problems, how to correct themselves from being caught. That's basically what we got here. It's like going, it's an interesting commission, basically, and it's cooperative legislatures. The head of the people. We got a guy from Newtown, Chucky, and we got Glenn from Bismarck. Oh, we got to have somebody from Bismarck. Who do we got from? Oh, we have the Democrat, the only one on the team, Kathy Hogan, the one that thinks not everything's great in North Dakota, from Fargo, North Dakota. Wow, there's a surprise. Everything's great. Fargo. Talk about a corporate capitalist capital of North Dakota and the Midwest. Man, oh man, talk about corruption. Oh no, there is no problem here. Not for the, there's no corruption for the normal tax paying, property owning person. No, we just suffer this damn consequences of your. Okay, getting back to the second one, and this is where we're at, is the ethics committee. There's an oxymoron. Holy crap. It's like ethics committee. Okay. Now these guys might be trying, and they I read up on who they were, and they seem to be reputable people, but obviously they are doing the bidding of what's expected of them from Kelly Armstrong, governor, and everybody else. Because okay, 81. of the last 81 complaints from citizens got dismissed as just having vindictive attitudes. Nothing to see here. 81 out of 81. So nobody in North Dakota has a valid claim to having problems with our legislature. Are you kidding me? What the hell is wrong with us? If you believe that, you are a damn moron. Turn off this thing because you're not going to believe anything else that's going to happen. Just go into your little corner and I want to say rot away, but no, that's not nice. I got to be nicer in my old age. Okay. What is the total reason why I'm trying to sit there and bitch about things? One, I love I love the state. I've been here 40 some years, and the last 20 years have been super for us financially, but very, very frustrating politically. The people are getting more and more corrupt. Corporate capitalism is getting worse. Uh, Sit there and we're paying for things that we shouldn't be paying for. Everything we buy as citizens is getting outrageously expensive. I mean, we're talking about, I'm seeing groups of 20 or 18 kids shoveling and moving around a couple yards of concrete, and they're getting paid max. There's problems in North Dakota here, fellas, and stuff. And we need ethics. We need an ethics committee, but we need people that are going to look at problems, listen to people that have complaints, and look at them righteously. Give them some, sit there and assume that they are telling the truth and not assuming that it's bullshit. That's what we have to start with. Assuming that these people are not lying to you when 81 people complain and nobody gets looked at, everything's fine. All right, guys, is that right? I have a hard time with that. Okay, and I tell you what, kind of an interesting one. Total reason why I'm here is because I know a person that would be on the ethics committee that could do the job of telling the truth. All right. We have to sit there and say, hey, this cannot stop. This has to stop, I should say. Okay. We cannot afford people in North Dakota cannot afford their property taxes, especially when lots of the rich, politically correct, special people don't have to pay any property taxes. Oh yeah, not like Doug Burgum or Kelly Armstrong or no, I won't mention any names, but we have to start looking at these people, and the ethics committee could be the first start for it. Could be if we had people, and of course, are we going to get good people? I sure the hell hope so. Kathy Brennan, Kit. Okay, I'll tell you, he's completely honest. She's my wife, but she wants, because there's two positions open for the ethics commission, whatever the hell you want to call it. And you guys have to start doing things because we're not doing a lot in North Dakota. Old farts like me, what am I, 60s, 8 almost, and my wife's 70 almost, and we're sitting there and she's going to go, wants to go and sit there and listen to these, you guys having problems, listening to points that need to be heard and talked about. All right. Like schools costing way more per square foot than regular other company or other project is everything that we pay for as taxpayers is way overrated, way over cost. And that's where we have to start going, and we have to elect or at least point it out. And I want a commissioner there's only 5.
There's 2 seats.
2 seats are open. I want you to sit there and say, Kelly Armstrong, you're our governor. You get to choose, between you and the majority leader and the minority leader. Kathy Hogan and David Hogg get to decide who fills those two seats. I know if you guys get on the phone, start bitching about this stuff, saying, hey, well, you don't have to bitch. Just sit there and say, hey, I tell you what, I want somebody that is the most ethical person in the state that's applying for this job. Kathy Kit Brennan,
May I say something?
not yet.
I would like to.
She's the boss.
Okay, first of all, I didn't ask him to do this. This is on him, but I want to
Yeah.
explain something to somebody. The reason I believe the Ethics Commission is so important is simply because I want everyone to understand something. There was just a finding put forth by the Ethics Committee regarding campaign contributions and the way they're being spent and stuff. And Governor Armstrong came completely unhinged, saying that's already been decided in the legislature. We already have rules for that, yada, yada, yada. Well, I want to explain something. I taught for 20 years and I taught business. And one of the most difficult things that I had to teach students was that business and ethics can survive together, but it's a delicate dance. And here's why. Many things are legal, but they are not ethical. And campaign contribution spending and some other things, if they're not controlled tightly via ethics, can legally be correct, but can become a nightmare because a large corporation could give a huge campaign contribution to someone who later decides that what they really need to do is visit their constituents with their brand new BMW. And that's okay because that's legally well used as a campaign contribution. But is it ethical? And therefore, what the Ethics Committee needs to do is it needs to stand up to the legislators and the governor and everybody else and say, we're the Ethics Commission. Y'all handle the legal side of it. And we all know that the law can be twisted to say anything and provide anybody with any backdoor out that they wish. Ethics is not a slippery slope. Ethics is pretty cut and dried in my view. It should either be correct or it should not be correct. And I told my students, I said, do not fall down the rabbit hole of believing that just because it is legal, it's ethical. And that's a large portion of what's missing, not just in government in general, but certainly in the government of North Dakota. And I do believe that this needs to be fixed. Thank you, honey. Love you.
Holy crap. Well, we actually sit there and I gotta agree 100%. That's how she feels. You have to decide whether you're going to start standing up and doing something to protect yourself because there is a lots of snakes out there. I'm sorry, guys. The legislatures, I don't think we can, I don't know why we can't elect decent people. That's a whole new story, though.
They elect decent people, they don't say that.
Yeah. Kid thinks you get corrupted in Bismarck. Not necessarily. Yeah. I tell you what, couple bucks here. Yeah. Okay. Different story. Different thing. We have to sit there and find at least somebody that, and the only way we're going to do it is you guys got to sit there and light up this phone. You got to sit there and call these people, these three people that are going to decide who's on the ethics committee. At least I want to know what these complaints are. There's 81 complaints and they won't tell us what they are. Isn't that interesting? I want to know. And by the way, just so you know, if this happens and they appoint the two people that they already decided were going to be the people that they think are the perfect ethics committee because they did something honorable in their life. I have a feeling Kitty's chances are very slim. Snowballing hell no. Yeah, probably. But anyway, I'm saying that we have to try. That's the only thing we can do is keep trying. And obviously call the governor, light up his switches, and also spread this around too. Say, call, get it done. See how many people are going to sit there and show some interest in it. Get your friends to do it too. All right. And Kelly Armstrong, 701 328 2200. You guys are smart people, you know, and when I usually these people say the phone number 84 times in a row to make sure you get it. I know you're smart. You don't need it. I'm going to just say it one time. That's Kelly Armstrong. All right. David Hogg, majority leader. He doesn't even leave a cell phone, but you can get his number from calling out in Bismarck at the Capitol. Kathy Hogan, everybody hates a Democrat, but she seems like a decent person. You can call her at 701 866 2007. Call them. Tell other people to call them. Sit there and see what the heck can happen.
Email addresses.
You got an email address. This is very sophisticated here. It's dhoggue, HOGUE, at NDLEGIS.gov. Okay, the typical one. DHOGUE at the big capital things. All right. I hate computers anyway. But we have to get some stuff straight. And I tell you what, I love, you know what? I'm learning to like bitching. My wife is getting sick of it. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of interesting because just to show what kid is really like, she says, oh, they have it for this stupid ass commission. I think it's like $20,000 to $25,000 you get paid.
According to Google, it was $74,000.
Oh,
I
bullshit.
don't know if that's true or not.
Okay, I'm going to sit there and say
Googled it.
you get paid quite a bit of money to do this stuff.
I don't.
And the thing is, like I said, Kit said, no, I don't want any money. I'll sit there and if I had to pay for mileage to go out there because you have both wherever for the meetings in Bismarck and pay a hotel room. Okay, we're not going to take it out of our own hide, but everything beyond that, she's going to donate. And I know she's going to donate it. And I know I'm betting $100 it's on this animal care of some sort, shelters and stuff. Money doesn't mean anything. We're much more concerned about getting this damn state to have honesty in it because it's no matter what. And we get this through the media, through our politics, our politicians. We are not any better off than California or New York. All right, guys. Get busy. Anything else that my sidekick wants to say?
No, this is your thing. I'm
It
sorry.
is my
It's
thing.
your thing.
All right, my thing. See you guys. Take care.